Now, I'm guessing, kind of like myself, that history wasn't Dan Quayle's best subject.
Millions of innocent people lost their lives because of the bigotry and Hitlerism that permeated Germany and other parts of the world. It was an obscene period in our nation's history.
What?
No, not our nation's, but in World War II. I mean, we all lived in this century. I didn't live in this century, but in this century's history. It is a point of history that this nation, our nation, understands. We did not have, matter of fact, we fought Hitlerism.
In all fairness to Dan Quayle, he wasn't the first vice president subjected to criticism for the occasional misstep and blunder. More than once, Dwight Eisenhower found it necessary to defend his vice president, Richard Nixon. Here, Ike is asked how often Nixon is consulted for his ideas.
If you give me a week, I might think of one. I don't remember.
I welcome this kind of examination.
Anybody remember a blooper?
I do.
Oh, which one?
When Taft got stuck in the bathtub.
I don't know that one.
Yes, he was too fat for the bathtub.
We're trying to get unemployment to go up, and I think we're going to succeed.
Hey, you got a good group there. Yeah, you're right. Hello, can you hear me? Hey, you got a good group there. Yeah, you're right.
I think it's working. Combined nations in the 21st. I'll talk louder.
Wave if you can hear me. Can you hear me? No. Nope, he doesn't hear me.
Chancellor and I will continue to do everything we can to make the microphones work.
If I say what I'm about to say, will it be taken wrong? I hope I stand for anti-bigotry, anti-Semitism.
Anti-Semitism? No way you would say that.
But also in the abundance it has brought forth in the human
You know, sometimes I think it's safer to go with a quote from a famous author. Let's say Albert Camus.
Albert Camus once predicted.
Okay, bad idea.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Doing everything we can.
Well, I'm a country music fan. I love it, always have.
Yes, and his favorite group is the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band.
I said to him, you know, there's another one that the Nitty Gritty Great Bird.
And I defy anyone to say that and chew gum at the same time.
There are two major promises he has not been able to keep, and those are the promises to put more Americans back to work, and the second promise is the promise to, what is that second promise?
Recently, I received a letter from Masayasu Okamura. Oh, damn it. Let me say that name again. What?
And really trying to be eloquent and clear at the same time can be a challenge for anybody.
I have the honor to give to the President of USA an instrument of sex.
You know, and speaking of sex, I never knew that George Bush and Ronald Reagan were so close.
A word about the president. For 7.5 years, I've worked alongside him, and I'm proud to have been his partner. And we've had triumphs. We've made some mistakes. We've had some sex.
No!
We've had some sex setbacks. Sometimes I feel like the
There is so much talk of sex in Washington, D.C., even the Washington Monument is packing protection.
You rub up and down against that warm pipe and have babies.
With a politician's busy schedule, it's apparently fairly easy to lose track of time. For instance, Dan Quayle's about 200 years off.
This is where the Continental Congress met over 200 years ago during the American Revolution. So Lancaster was actually the capital of our nation for one day in 1977.
Nixon is doing better, only 100 years off.
The year 1881 will come. Another president of the United States will be standing here, perhaps with this podium, or an improvement, and we will be at peace with all nations in the world long before 1881. And so, when the year comes, the year 1881, I confidently hope, the 1981, I confidently hope, I don't think anybody was here in 1881.
I knew Thomas Jefferson.
But Bob Dole is doing just dandy, only 40 years off.
I'm going to pitch a no-hitter from now to November 5. The Brooklyn Dodgers had a no-hitter last night, and I'm going to follow what Nomo did.
It seems to me there's some confusion here, or haziness that possibly needs a lot of clarification.
And there's a lot of idiots who don't understand that.
You've heard of the body politic. Well, in Russia, it's more like the body slam politic. Take that tort and shove it. I'm going to filibuster your face.
What the hell is going on here? This is politics, big, enthusiastic, and that's the Democratic style, too.
Hey, I don't want to throw cold water on your ideas, just on you. Talk about a circus atmosphere. It's politics Russian style.
I'll have another drink of that fine Irish whiskey.
Actually, Bill Clinton wants to kick off this set of bloopers.
Are you ready to start?
Well, yes, I am. You know, there are numerous occasions when a renowned dignitary wants to be seen by millions and millions of people. They're called photo ops, short for photo opportunities, a brief opportunity for a politician to look and sound his best. He gets to look like a regular guy, a regular man about town, not afraid to rub elbows with us common folk. Okay, Bill.
Go!
Now, a quick quail photo op on Air Force One with an Elvis impersonator might be fun if it's quick. But this E doesn't do quickies. Dan's going to get the whole song, all verses.
Yes, I love you so. Love me tender. Love me true.
We just wanted to show you what the map of the United States looks like as of 8 o'clock tonight.
Hey!
It's all yours.
All my dreams fulfilled. Oh, my darling, I love you.
Here's Richard Nixon hanging with country folk at the Grand Ole Opry.
Now, turn your handle and let it go. Turn your handle and let it go. Now, jerky butt.
I'll stay here and try to learn how to use the yo-yo. You'll go up and be president.
By the look on Dan's face, he realizes this guy really thinks he's the king, and Quail wants to crown him. How about any like mistakes falling down, saying silly stuff?
Oh, we saw George Bush, passed out.
And throwing up.
That was in Japan, wasn't it?
Yeah, in Japan, throwing up.
With hindsight, it was funny. At the time, it wasn't funny. When George Bush was in Tokyo and he unfortunately got sick during a big state dinner.
Yes, while he and the First Lady attended a dinner hosted by Japanese Prime Minister Miyazawa, George leaned over near the Prime Minister's lap and hurled.
At the time, we didn't think it was that funny.
Because it looked really bad.
Yeah, it looked really bad.
And although the first pictures were disturbing, George bounced right back up and lived to bark another day. I think these guys have been hanging out with Margaret Thatcher. A rather bizarre blooper happened just up this driveway during the Ford administration. Now, as the car pulls up the driveway, watch the soldier on the end of the line. I'm not moving. I'm not moving. They told me not to move. I'm not moving. I'm not moving. Okay, I'm moving. And really hot days should be avoided when scheduling photo ops. Shouldn't have had that tuna for lunch.
Mr. President, this concludes the ceremony.
Oh, my darling, I love you, and I always will.
All right, Elvis.
Hey, Macarena!
The Al Gore version of the Macarena. Would you like like to see it again?
It's a caucus campaign.
When photo ops attack, it can happen, like when posing with children and animals. You know, it seems like a great idea, but sometimes it's just not.
Kinder and gentler, puppy.